What is going on, everybody? We are back with another review. This is CCW, and I'm Nick.
And I'm Joe.
And I'm just waiting for Gil to start screaming up the stairs. It's inevitable. It is inevitable.
Is it the inevitable gill spot?
Not yet. Um. So yeah, we're reviewing AEW Collision from November 8th. Usually we don't start recording till after midnight. I almost said November 7th.
Yep.
But yeah,
Early day.
November 8th, and honestly, all things considered, not a terrible episode of Collision. It def-
No, it was for a collision. It was pretty solid.
just to kind of run over some things, we obviously are not covering SmackDown. So here's two things that I do want to say. Congrats to Chelsea Green for winning, even though it absolutely diminishes anything Julia's done, which isn't her fault either, because Julia's run has been shit anyways.
What has she done?
um,
So I don't think it diminishes her at all because she hasn't done anything.
but also I did hear that the I didn't watch the show, guys, but the Ilya Dragunov and who did he wrestle? I heard it was an amazing match.
Johnny Gargano.
Johnny Gargano. I heard that's a match to watch. I still may try and
It was fine.
find some time to watch it.
It was fine. I am finding myself not really connecting with Dragunov.
You probably won't because he's just a very punchy wrestler.
Well, I don't mind punchy wrestlers. I liked him when he was. I liked his stuff when he was wrestling Volter and what have you.
The only thing I don't like from him is his finishing move. I've never liked
His
that
finish
finishing move.
sucks.
But you know what?
I'm gonna look on top of you.
But listen, I've seen worse finishers, and we'll get to one of those here shortly. AEW Collision. I don't even remember where we were, but I do know that we have the terrible duo, the Terror Twins. We're gonna call them the Terror Twins of AEW.
We're still in Texas.
Are we? Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, we've got Nigel, who's not the terror part of the twins. Tony Schiavone is.
No. Shivani made it 3/4 of the way through the show before he fucked up, though.
And then he fucked up twice in a row.
Yep.
I was like, get the camera off this man. He does not do well.
Yeah, get the camera on the parts that you need to get the camera on because there was some. We'll get into it.
So we get our first match. Straight out the gate, FTR versus the Bang Bang Gang, which is Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson. I don't have to mention FTR because I can easily remember Cash and Dax. I always mention Austin Gunn and Juice Robinson because I usually forget Juice Robinson's name when I'm typing it out. I type in Austin Gunn's name and then I'm like, man, what
At
the
least
fuck
you
is
don't
that?
call him CJ Parker,
It's like, what is that
which
other?
was his NXT name.
I didn't watch it NXT when he was there.
I did.
But yeah, I was like, man, what the fuck is his name again? Goddamn Neanderthal. And then it's like, oh yeah, it's Juice Robinson.
Tony Storm's husband.
Mr. Storm. Her not. I'm sorry. His better half is Tony Storm. I was about to say her better half. I was like, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. No, I love Juice. I'm excited when he's in the ring, but I always forget his fucking name, and I don't know why. It's so unique.
He's been injured so much.
We got a cool spot from Juice. Listen. Watch a little too much Shivani tonight, guys. Watch a little too much Shivani. Juice was doing a corner 10 punch and noticed that I believe it was Cash was coming up behind him because I believe he was punching Dax in the face, and he jumped off and cross-bodied Cash. And I was like, I don't think I've seen somebody do that. I've seen them jump over, like they know somebody's coming and they'll just jump and kind of jump behind them. But I was like,
may have been trying to do that, but they just audibled.
It could have. But yeah, no, he cross-bodied him. It was pretty neat. This one has almost every match tonight had a somewhat messy finish. They did the WWE thing.
Yeah, so this match was really good.
Yeah.
Really good until the finish. And I think it's a production thing because we've already kind of talked about it because the baby faces got some help uh, with God, I can't now. You've got me not remembering people's names.
Stoke.
Jet Speed. Yeah, Stokely
Stoke got chased
was.
away by Bandito and Gravity, who were in the crowd.
Yep.
And then he ran, and Jet Speed walked out and basically cut him off at the pass.
Yeah.
And then they super kicked him, which was fun. And then Cash came in.
Cash came out there.
Yep, you can go ahead. I just helped me out with the other guys.
It should have been a fucking DQ.
It should have been, but the ref both the ref didn't see it, and we didn't see the ref not see it.
We know that because the referee at the main event just let all kinds of shit go on. So I don't know if it's the referees just ain't about shit or enforcing rules, or the production didn't catch that you were supposed to know that the referee wasn't seeing it.
To be fair, the main event one, a lot of that the ref didn't see. The trip absolutely should have been a DQ, though.
Absolutely, she did it right in front of him. But we'll get there. Their referees ain't shit, man. Oh man, between production and referees, I sometimes struggle with AEW.
I put decently wrestled match. Not a fan of everyone getting involved in the end, though.
Yeah, the finish sucked. Really good wrestled match, though.
Then we got it backstage after the Dynamite segment where Kyle Fletcher was like, hey, maybe I should be worried about my opponent at Full Gear. And then Okada shows up and is like, hey, Takesha's not here to support you, but I am. And after you win, we'll both still be champs, and we can be Proto-Okada. And
Fletcher liked the sound of that.
Yeah, Fletcher liked the sound of it. It's just unfortunate that one of you probably aren't going to be champion after it's all said and done.
Oh, man. Oh, you're right, because Talk's belt's on the line as well. Right?
No, I don't think so.
Is it title versus title?
No, they never set that match up.
Oh, it will be this week. So maybe then we'll see.
Match 2 is my match of the night.
It was a banger.
TNT Championship match, Kyle Fletcher versus Ace Austin. Listen, Ace is like a foot and a half shorter than this guy.
Yeah, he is.
But he might be wider. He's
one spot where he almost dropped Kyle on his head because Kyle's so tall, and he couldn't get him all the way over in this like arm captured suplex.
Right.
Yeah, about dropped Kyle right on the top of his damn head.
To be fair, Kyle tried to return the favor.
Yeah, he legit dropped him on the damn ropes.
Kyle Fletcher ends up winning with a brainbuster on the top rope, not on the turnbuckle, which I'm sure is where that was supposed to go.
Yeah, probably where he was trying to aim.
But it was a hell of a match. It's one of those ones that's honestly really hard to explain, guys.
It was spot after spot after spot. These kids were out there wrestling like it was fucking night one of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I mean, they were giving it their all. It was crazy.
They were going at it, and like aside from the 2 times where they almost killed each other, there weren't really any other mistakes. Like they were just going in. Honestly, looking at these 2 gives me hope for the future of AEW once a few of the top guys do start to fade out. Because yeah, they killed it.
Yeah, it was really good.
We get a backstage segment. Oh, I was also going to chime in. Ace Austin guys liked a comment of mine on Twitter, so I just wanted to throw that out there.
He's a mark.
I am.
He's a mark.
Actually, so just to let you guys know, what happened was I had quote tweeted, or I didn't quote tweet. I wrote a tweet where I had told. So there's an actual YouTuber by the name of D Porticus. He started off as a big time WWE fan. Just started watching wrestling in the last 2 years, and he's like damn near our age, maybe a little younger. Didn't watch it when he was younger.
Is he a popular tuber?
He is now, yes.
Oh, that pisses me off.
Um, and his whole rise in popularity came from being a brand new wrestling fan and watching. It
Like stuff for the first time.
started with WWE and was creating a lot of just YouTube videos of his opinions on things that he really liked, and of course, being a newer wrestling fan, you know, WWE honestly isn't terrible right now. It just feels more terrible to us because we've been watching it our whole lives, so we have higher expectations.
We have context.
um, and he went to a lot of events. He went to like SummerSlam. He went to the Royal Rumble here. Yeah, he's been to a lot of events. About a year ago, because this has been a 2-year thing. About a year ago, he started watching AEW with last year's Double or Nothing. I want to say was his first one, and he had no clue who like any of the wrestlers were, other than I think Adam Copeland, because obviously I'm pretty sure he caught the like very very tail end of Edge's run.
The very end of Edge's run there.
Um,
Ooh, he got Judgment Day era Edge.
Yeah, and he's actually now more of an AEW fan than he is a WWE fan, because to hit he's realized that he does enjoy the actual wrestling more than he enjoys storylines, even though he still enjoys storylines. And AEW does, again, AEW has storylines, but their main focus is on the wrestling. I forget where this whole story was going though.
You were quote unquote quote tweeting. It was your Ace Austin tweet.
So I at the end of one of his videos, because one of his more recent videos was him asking people who things that they may have thought about wrestlers, and their minds changed over time. Because his whole video was like he didn't understand like wrestlers like Orange Cassidy when he first started watching. But now that he's been watching for a year, it makes more sense to him.
To be fair, I didn't understand OC when I first saw him either. So I can understand that.
I don't think any of us did. Let's be fair. I think the first few times you watch OC, you're just like, "What the fuck is this?" And then he wins you over somehow. It's hard to explain. But I gave 2 examples when I tweeted, and I said my 2 examples. The first one was actually LA Knight, because I was big anti LA Knight for the longest.
Yeah, we talked about that on here.
And more recently have actually come around and become a pretty, like, I really enjoy when he's on TV. And I mentioned that the other one was Ace Austin. Now, I did tag both of these wrestlers. I tagged both LA Knight and Ace Austin when I did this. And Ace Austin's was, for those of you that don't know, when I tried to watch TNA, when I was trying to watch all of the wrestling, the Motor City Machine Guns were the tag champs over in TNA. And they were being challenged by Ace Austin and Chris Bay. And for I've enjoyed the Motor City Machine Guns for years.
Yeah, like 20 years.
I was there when they were young. Okay, like it was. They were probably among my top 3 favorite tag teams in TNA in the first 10 years of TNA. I'd probably would have had them, Beer Money Inc. I don't know who the third would be. Honestly, those are the only 2 tag teams I truly remember. No.
Generation Me, of course.
Well, Generation Me, yes, but they weren't like among my faves. I just thought they were really neat because they did a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah, I love the Dudleys.
I mean, the Dudleys, I guess, would be up there, but I never think of them as being TNA wrestlers. Only because
I can understand that.
I watched so much of them in both ECW and WWE.
Yeah, I can understand that. That's not a leap at all.
But yeah, no. So Ace Austin, Chris Bay came in. I was not a big fan of them in terms of like that. So they ended up beating the Motor City Machine Guns, and it annoyed the shit out of me because I was like, I just started watching.
You're like, who the fuck are these kids?
And you immediately throw it to these fucking guys. Now, obviously, that's almost unfair to both of them because that was me just coming in and being very, very pro Motor City Machine Guns and being very fuck you to them out the gate.
Right. I like my known commodity.
And I actually quit watching TNA shortly after that, which has no correlation, by the way. That is actually because it was just too much wrestling all at once. And TNA was going to be the one that was cut off that block out of the three companies that I was watching. So yeah, then he shows up in AEW, and I was like, well, this will be interesting. And out the gate, like his wrestling, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then he cut that promo, or he was with the other the Bang Bang Gang. That's fucked up to say.
Ba-bang, 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 bang, gang.
They cut that promo on Big Bill and Brian Keith, and he cracked me the fuck up during that promo. And then he's had great matches since. Like he had the match with Brian Keith that was really good, and then he had the match tonight with Kyle Fletcher. So yeah, he's becoming a quick fave of mine. And it's always cool to see opinions change on people. Unfortunately, I don't have a person that I have a positive opinion that's changed to a negative that I could think of. Like, most of the negatives that I have, I've never really liked them.
Yeah, or you just, you like them so much you just blame the booking, because it's not their ability that's holding them back, it's the booking, right?
No, sometimes it's their ability. Sometimes they just fuck up. It happens.
Well, everybody has their moments.
But
like what is it you say? Botches happen.
Yeah, botches happen. At the end of the day, end of the story, he liked the suite. So I was like, hey, let's go. We get a backstage segment that's basically Stat saying she just wants Mercedes to focus on her, I guess, and that's the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Then we get another backstage segment where last Wednesday, Mox was approached by Don and Kyle. Don wants them to hurt Mark in the cage. Pac says they're going to win, and after they do, Don and his people can do whatever they want. Don says he'll give them any favor they want if it happens, and Mox is like, we don't need any of your fucking favors. And they walk off.
Right.
And Claudio kind of hung around and just stared Kyle Fletcher down. And at that point, I'm like, I could do with a Claudio TNT title run.
I wouldn't be mad about it. I like Claudio quite a bit.
I like Cesaro.
Or as you used to call him, Cesaro.
Then we get the stinker of the night. And actually, it's not. It was just pointless. Match 3, TJ versus Ty-J. I'm sorry, U. The U stays the same. Versus some local talent. And my exact notes are, what is the fucking point?
Get their names?
I did not.
Did you not get their names?
No. I got local talent purple and local talent green.
Oh shit, where's Maya World and I can't read my own handwriting, so never mind. Local talent.
That's fine. Local talent green and local talent purple.
It's like Mayan, something like that.
Usually I like to point out some good spots. Not this time. So they did the stupid double butt smash move onto this lady's head.
It was like a double hip attack where they like bumped hips, but the lady's head was in the way.
I hate it. It was so dumb. And then it was just a squash match, which is fine. Ty-J won with the second worst tag team finisher in this company. It was so bad I don't even remember it at this point. It's at least better than...
They won.
It's at least better than Goa's, though. It's at least better than Goa's. Nah, dude. I just... This match served no point. Like, you're trying to put Ty J out there for us to see, and we don't want to. Like,
Yes, I did have that right. It's Maya World and Hyen.
they're losers.
Weird.
It doesn't even matter. There's local talent, which it does matter because everybody starts off as local talent at some point. I'm just being a dick because I didn't want this match. I would have rather seen Megan Bain squash somebody else. I
sadly like this match better than the next one.
Well, that's you have this like very big anti Triangle of Madness thing.
I like all of them individually. I just don't like them all together. So,
although
if they were all botching around in their own match, I probably would be a little more forgiving. But the botches between the three of them, and not so much Tekla. Tekla's a pretty solid pro, but Sky and Julia just botch around like crazy.
But yeah, no, I was just more annoyed by how pointless this match was. I was like, just why is it on my TV?
It's just promoting the tag team tournament. They've got so many things going on with all the same women that it's a little fatiguing.
Yeah. Backstage, we get the best backstage promo. Athena is on my TV, which makes me happy. She's pissed that for the 5th time in 5 years she's been pinned. She's mad at Harley, mad at her minion, and mad at Monet. But she's now going to put her focus on making Harley her bitch, is basically how that all boiled down. She made it sound way cooler, though, guys. Go check that out.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
She healed it up, blamed everybody else for her failure, and is seeking revenge.
Yeah, she is. Okay, and then we get the stinker of the night, which is match 2 in the Advantage Blood and Guts women's side. And it's Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue. And guys, we also find out that apparently Queen Aminata is injured, which, again, I hope she is fine. I hope it doesn't take long to heal. From my understanding, from what I read online, it's a minor wrist injury, and she should be back soon.
Yeah, I think they mentioned it on Dynamite.
But she is going to miss the Blood and Guts match.
Because it happened in the her and Hayter's tag team match for the tournament.
Right. And Mina will be taking her place in the Blood and Guts match. With that being said, Jamie ends up winning the worst match of the night with the Haterade. Guy, the first 10 seconds of this match were terrible. Like, some of the...
it was hard.
Absolutely even hard. Like, we were talking like 10 seconds of being like, what the fuck is going on? It got better. Not much. But it got better.
Jamie hit the best Haterade I'd seen in a while.
She hit a serviceable, okay Haterade. It's still, I hate it, but it at least looked like it might have hurt.
I don't like ripcord clotheslines. I don't like Okada's Rainmaker either.
It depends on how small the person is that he does it to. Again, I think this worked because Sky Blue is so much smaller than Hayter, and it looked like it actually did some damage.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I don't know. There was a post-match beatdown involving the Triangle, which completely threw Joe off. The Babes of Wrath showed up, and I was like, I guess we're getting ready to start the last of these 3 matches. So Joe thought he got 2 commercial breaks for this match. And
it was a long segment because so they ran together, and I just took it as one long segment.
And what really happened was the brawl happened. Everybody was in the ring with a bunch of security. We went to commercial break. And as soon as we came back from commercial break, the women ran at each other in the bell ring. Which started the match. And then we got one commercial break, and then it was a long match, don't get me wrong. But with it running and bleeding in through the last match, it did feel pretty long. So this is the tiebreaker because it was 1-1 for the advantage. And honestly, it was a pretty decently wrestled match. Harley Cameron's gotten so much better since she's been injured. and come back.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with this match.
There
It
was
was just kind of boring in spots, and then there was a spot where they were just standing there, doing nothing, and then Harley slowly climbed the turnbuckle to get to the next spot, while Tekla just stood there and literally was just laughing out loud.
Yeah, she laughed and walked slowly up to her and then punched her in the face. It was a great time. Tekla ends up winning with her spider dodge into the spear. I wish she would just stick with winning with her submission. That looks really cool.
Agreed. I hate her running hug.
Listen, it's better than Jay's. Honestly,
Not by much.
honestly, everyone's.
They look like ladies doing it.
That's true. But at least one has an excuse. So then,
One actually has those parts.
it was a decent match. Backstage,
It was fine.
Jet Speed throws their names into the Casino Gauntlet match. And
The more people that get in this match, the less I care about it.
my guy, the Casino Gauntlet has always had an insane amount of people to it. It's just we're not going to see everyone. You realize that's how this works, right?
Well, I know it's whoever gets the pin first.
Right.
Yeah.
And usually that gets to about 10 to 15 people before the match ends.
What is the person? Oh, they win this stupid new title that he's creating out of
Yeah.
for no fucking reason.
Honestly, I think he's creating it just so they can have this match because this man loves putting these matches at like every pay-per-view now. And it's a great match. I would rather it be once a year. Give it to me once a year.
Why can't it just be for a title shot to one of the other titles that he has already created?
Oh, we talked about this on Wednesday. There's a new title.
I'm not letting it go.
I'm letting it go. Match 6. And again, I can't control it. No amount of bitching is going to change his mind.
I know, but it's dumb.
It is.
And he'll still win Booker of the Year from Dave Meltzer, and it'll inflate his fucking ego, and it just irritates me because nobody is gonna tell him he's shite at this sometimes.
Backstage, the Acclaimed are also apparently doing something. This segment was actually funny. So, both of them are being.
Yeah, it kind of got them on the same page a little bit.
They were arguing, and the lady was, and they were like, "Yeah, it was. Which one was it? Max." He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be on the pre-show," and then Anthony Bones was like, "Yeah, I'm also gonna be on the pre-show," and the dude was, and he was like, "Why you ain't got to be on the pre-show?" He's like, "Why do you keep sticking this together? I'm the best wrestler alive. He goes out and does all these things." Like, oh, dude, they were going off, and then all of a sudden the lady's like, "Yeah, well, Tony basically said that you guys make more money working together, so you're kind of stuck like this." And they're like, "No, we quit. We're not doing this." And both of them agreed and walked off. They're like, "I'm not done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore." So we'll probably see him tag again.
Yeah, this is the slow turn of them actually starting to get along and agree on things.
Maybe they'll be heels together. That's what we need.
That would be fine. I would be okay with that.
And then we get the most confusing match of the night. Because at times I enjoyed it, and at times it made me annoyed. This is the finals in the men's advantage blood and guts trio of things. It's tied 1-1. And Roderick Strong ends up winning this match. Now, earlier in the match, Mox did hit a really nice avalanche butterfly suplex that I enjoyed.
It was so boring at first, I fell asleep, and my wife woke me up.
Oh, dude, I was struggling to not fall asleep for a lot of this match. I was like leaning back in my recliner chair, and I was just like, "Oh, something happened. Something happened."
Yeah,
I figured this was right up your
love
lane.
Roddy.
I figured like this was up your lane.
I love Roddy. I did too.
Because there's a lot of Matt stuff in the very beginning, and a lot of the psychology that you love, where like Mox is like trying to hang out on the rope so he doesn't get involved and get overtaken. And
They spent so much time outside, I fell asleep. I woke up to your message saying, "Damn, they've been outside for like 3 minutes. Is this ref going to count them out?"
At one point, Marina ends up tripping her husband. Um,
Right in front of the referee.
right in front of the ref, and the ref sees her do it, and then starts to argue with her. Mox hits a paradigm shift. Roddy kicks out. Kyle comes down to yell at his best friend's wife. at which point, Yuta chop blocks him. Yuta and Shafir end up getting booted from ringside. After they get booted from ringside, Pac comes in while the ref's distracted and knees the shit out of Roddy. He slides in the ring before losing to the 10 count. He takes a curb stomp, but ends up getting kicked out, or ends up kicking out of that. And then the Paragon like work together to basically take the Death Riders out left and right, and it was amazing. Like,
Pac ended up trying to set up. He set up a table on the outside. The referee was just like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Yeah, Joe's way more interested in making the ref look worse than the ref already made himself look worse.
Yeah, it was bad.
But Pac sets up the table, which is legal, and then as long as he doesn't put anyone through it.
Yeah, because he was just going to pull some chairs up next to it, right? And they were just going to sit and have a meal.
Hey, maybe. But then Kyle comes from out of nowhere and takes out Neville with a knee to the face. Yes,
Neville.
I did call him Neville. So he takes him out, and then Garcia comes up and tries to attack Roddy, and Roddy ends up what's the name of the move that he did to him? It was a full Nelson slam. He full Nelson slammed him off of the apron through the table that was ringside. And then he goes he goes back in the ring because Mox gets tossed out, and like Mox is like laid out outside of the ring, and it gets to like 6 or 7, and he stands up and goes to get inside the ring, and you just see this little hand pop out and grab his foot. And I cheered. I legit cheered because I was like, finally, the good guys cheat to win.
Yep. Tired of getting fucked over, they finally did it back to them.
So yeah, he holds on to his foot. The ref obviously can't see him holding on to his foot. He can't get in the ring. He loses to a 10 count. The faces get the advantage at the pay-per-view. Basically, this match was boring until like the last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes was way over hectic.
It was hectic then. Yep, it was overbooked like crazy.
But I thought once the shit hit the fan, it got to be pretty entertaining. One of the things
I agree.
One of the things we talked about that I kind of wished also would happen. Not now. I definitely didn't want it to happen here, even though I would not have been opposed. But Joe and I had messaged him about it. At some point, going back to the Ace Austin Kyle Fletcher match. It happens in WWE, it happens in AEW all the time. Somebody will be scheduled for a match at the pay-per-view. In this instance, it's Kyle Fletcher is going up against Mark Briscoe. But it could also be like if it's WWE, it might be like I don't know. Stephanie Vaquer could be wrestling against, we'll just say, making shit up here, Charlotte at the pay-per-view. But then she'll defend her title against somebody else on like the SmackDown or Monday Night Raw or whatever before.
Yep.
And in this instance, it's Kyle Fletcher defending his title against Ace Austin. For whatever reason, Ace Austin got a title shot. Every once in a while, like once every couple of years, 3-4 years or whatever, I would like to see someone actually lose their title in one of these matches and get replaced in the title match at the pay-per-view.
Even if they're not like fully replaced in it and it leads to like a triple threat or whatever.
Right.
Just something to keep it interesting, so you don't just know, oh well, he's winning.
Because like we got to watch this match, and don't get me wrong, it was a great match, but you just know
Yep.
he's not winning because there's a bigger, epic, more high-profile match at the pay-per-view.
Yep.
And even then, say he does win, then it makes the three-way dance a little more interesting because if you do decide to do a three-way match for the TNT title, do you still hold on to the rules that even if Ace Austin wins, that Mark Briscoe still has to join the Don Callis family? Because technically, it's if he loses.
Right.
I just think it'd be funny. Or if or do you switch it? If Ace Austin loses, he has to join the Don Callis family.
Yeah. At that point, is it like whoever eats the pinfall?
I don't know. There's so many different ways you could take it. But at the end of the day, just at some point, and I hope it doesn't happen in like the next 2 to 3 weeks because I will be so annoyed that someone's watching our podcast and not sharing it.
Right. Like, share, and subscribe.
But no, I just want to see it happen because I don't think I've ever seen it happen, and I'm not saying it hasn't ever happened because there's a lot of time.
But you just can't recall.
But I can't recall it. And I wasn't going to take the 2 hours it would take me to Google search it because Google's going to lie to me, and I have to actually look into it.
Yeah, it would freshen things up a little bit just if something happened, because then we were joking and like how JR and Vince McMahon used to be like, anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Well, things like that are why they said that stuff. Like,
right. I mean,
if
WWE
you
has
do
had
start getting some unforeseen things, it'd make people tune in.
WWE had
Potentially.
WWE had a couple of moments where titles actually legit changed hands at house shows.
Yeah.
When we were younger.
True story.
So,
True story.
you know, it's obviously AEW doesn't really do house shows that I know of.
No, but like Mankind won his first world title on a Raw.
Was it Raw?
Yeah.
I thought it was Sunday Night Heat.
No, I thought, wasn't it the Raw? The Raw was the first one.
Was it?
He did win the Sunday Night Heat match you're talking about for the title. But I don't think that was his first one.
Let's find out. Mankind's first WWE title, world title win.
Prove me right, Google.
Listen, I can't trust Google anyways, even if you are right. Okay, it does look like 1999, January 4th, 1999. He did win on Raw.
See?
I
know my stuff.
Beat The Rock. Apparently, he can only beat The Rock for the title.
Yep.
Because that's how he won the halftime heat as well.
Well, that's who he beat for halftime heat.
Oh, was he actual champion then? I thought Rock was champion, and that's when he won the title that night. I could be wrong as well. There's so much of that shit that's...
No, he beat The Rock for the title on halftime heat as well.
Okay.
Mankind won many belts.
How many times did Mankind win the WWE Championship? 3 times.
We just talked about 2 of them.
Yep. And I'm not going to look up to see who the 3rd time was against because it's not that deep. I'm going to guess The Rock, though.
Probably Triple H.
Fuck it. Who did Mankind beat for his 3rd
there? We've already got 2/3 of it.
Championship? Championship. And now Google's telling me he didn't win a 3rd one. I'm so confused.
Oh, yeah, 3 WWE, WWF, and 1 TNA. Well, does it elaborate?
The 3rd one, okay, here we go. His second time he won it was Halftime Heat. The third time was SummerSlam 1999.
Oh man, so he won it like 3 times within like a couple of years.
Right. And the third time was a triple threat match, and it was Triple H and Austin.
Oh.
Which that was the SummerSlam match.
Yep. Nice.
Anyways.
Mrs. Foley's baby boy.
Yeah. Oh, I miss... Oh my goodness, I gotta show you something, guys, if you guys haven't. There is this... Listen. I liked it. I saved it. I put it on Google, or I saved it to my YouTube playlist, and I'm going to send it to Joe so that he can check it out. I am not the biggest fan overall of lo-fi music, but this dude on YouTube has turned...
Is it the WWE one?
Yes, but he did Attitude Era.
Oh, okay.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, I've seen the... I've seen a lo-fi WWE one before.
It's probably the same guy, because...
Because it was like Seth and Roman, and it was more the newer wrestlers.
But yeah, so he did an Attitude Era one. I'll send it to you. It's really good.
Nice.
Because you very easily, like, even Taz's theme music was used.
Oh, I hated Taz's WWE music.
Oh, but it sounds so good in lo-fi. But yeah, no, it was really cool. Anyways, guys, we've droned on enough. AEW Collision was pretty decent, okay. Okay, or pretty decent, depending on who you are. Better than SmackDown.
Yeah, for a collision, it was a good collision.
Yeah. And now here's how this is probably going to happen. We probably won't actually go in detail and fully cover Dynamite next week, since you'll be out of town.
Yeah, I won't get back till Friday late. Probably.
So what we'll probably do is cover Raw, and then
and I'm off on Monday, so we can do Raw earlier if you get done with work earlier. We won't have to wait as late.
Right. So we'll probably cover Raw, and then won't cover anything else until Collision. And that's fine.
And based on how SmackDown is, we may just talk about Dynamite then Collision.
Well, we'll brush over things that we thought were cool or whatever, like we did with SmackDown tonight. There's no reason to drag things out for an hour and a half when we don't need to.
True that.
But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We love y'all. We'll talk to you next time. Deuces.
Later.